Ladies and gentlemen, as we look at expressions and equations, the first thing that we need to review is creating and solving equations. Now, we've actually done this in the first unit that we introduce the year with variables and patterns, and this goes back to those types of equations. It gets more complex, and we'll do a lot more with it. But let's look at where we were back then. Alright, so this was one of the questions that was introduced to you back then. A family wants to rent a picnic area and will be charged $9 per person. Create an equation that expresses this equation. It can be done in two different ways. So we could start with y equals 9x. Or that could be c for cost equals $9 per person, per the number of people, so 9n. So that's, again, just a little bit of review on how to create an equation. And as we look at this next problem, how many people, if we have c equals 9n, the next step is actually going to be solving these equations. So how many people can come if the family only has $126? Well, we really have to get a great sense of what each variable stands for. So this n is the number of people, and this c right here, that's going to be the cost. So which one would fit in $126? That would be c right here. So I'm going to rewrite it underneath. $126 equals 9n. Now, this could be guess and check work, but the thing that I'm going to suggest is what, so as we look at it, we want to be able to single out this variable right here, and then what we're going to do then is we're going to, well, how do we get that variable alone? This right here means times 9. This right here means 9 times n. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 9 times n. Okay, now we need to divide. To get rid of that, to get rid of this 9 over here, we're going to divide by 9. And over here, we're going to divide by 9, because our golden rule says do unto one side that you would do to the other. So 126 divided by 9, 9n divided by 9, these two cancel out. Then these two cancel out. And then we're left with 126 divided by 9 equals n. And that will give us the number of people that are able to come, and that would be 14 people. The golden rule of equations. And this is actually up in our room. It's like a yellow sign. This is the golden rule of algebra. Do unto one side that you do to the other. And we want to single out. Again, our golden rule would be do unto one side that you would do to the other. So if we have 126 equals 9n, this means 9 times n, so we're going to divide to get rid of that 9, to cancel it out. And that gives us 14 equals n. So a good summary of what we want to be able to do, we want to be able to create, and then we want to be able to solve equations. This is a very simple equation. It will get more difficult as we go on. Thanks very much, and if you have any questions, talk to me.